Hello, friends. Welcome to Bajwa Immigration Consultants YouTube channel. In today's video, we will discuss the list that has been released by Australian Government or Department of Home Affairs about the occupation ceilings of 2020 to 2021. The new financial year, which starts in Australia on 1st of July 2020, the government has released the new quota for the seats for the year 2020 to 2021, and which is actually called the occupation ceilings list. Look, we want to advise you before we start the video that don't take these figures very seriously, and I'll tell you the reason why. Because in the past 2 years, this list has not helped the immigrants much. Now, as we all know that the world is currently under the grip of COVID-19 and there are significant effects of this pandemic on the world's economy. It is predicted that the world economy will go in global recession and Australia can't remain unaffected. Therefore, giving PR to the immigrants will exclusively depend upon the local unemployment and the current economy. The figures as are being estimated are not promising. So first of all, let's look at the steps that a student visa holder undergo in order to get to his PR, permanent residency in Australia. So a student comes on a subclass 500, which is student visa in Australia. They study a master's course, bachelor's course, or a diploma. And after that, they are eligible to lodge subclass 485, which is also called graduate work visa. And this visa is granted for 2 years or 18 months, depending upon the study that the student has completed on his or her student visa. So it is during this visa that the immigrants start planning for their PR pathway. So they start collecting their points. Some people do professional year program, some do NATI, some prepare for their IELTS test. So as I said, they start counting their points to get the PR. So there's basically 3 main subclasses that the students are looking at. One is subclass 189. Now the occupation ceiling list that we are going to discuss today is for this subclass, subclass 189. The other 2 subclasses, which is 190 and 491, are not affected by occupation ceilings list. So this is a very important thing to note, that the occupation ceiling list is just for subclass 189 applicants, whereas subclass 190 and subclass 491 visas are state nominated visas. We have a detailed video on subclass 491 on our YouTube channel. So this is also called a regional visa, which is granted for 5 years, and then there is a pathway to PR after 491. Subclass 190 is also a state nominated visa. It's a direct PR. But subclass 189, it is called an independent PR, and it comes under federal program or central government program. And again, occupation list is applicable to subclass 189 only. So for these 3 subclasses, you would need a positive skill assessment for the nominated occupation. And you need to be aware of the steps and the process or procedure of getting the positive skill assessment of your nominated occupation or the study you have completed. So how department allocates occupation ceilings 2021. So what they do is they look at the stock employment figures for each occupation. They also look at the data from Australian Bureau of Statistics, and then they check how many people are employed in a particular occupation. Based on that, they decide how many seats they want to or they need to allocate to a particular occupation. Occupation ceilings do not apply to state or territory nominated subclass 491 and 190. So, occupation ceiling list is only applicable to subclass 189 visa. So popular occupations that attracted increase in number of seats. Early childhood teachers. In 2019-20 there was 2,294 seats. And this year this occupation has been allocated 3,321 seats. Secondary school teachers, 8,052 last year, this year 8,716. And university lecturers and tutors, last year it was 3,407, 5,442 this year's, and as it's going all around in Australia that the health professionals are highly in demand in Australia nowadays, and this is what we see in the seat allocation quota here. Last year the nurses were given 17,509 seats, and this year they have been allocated 17,859 seats, and so on. For plumbers have got more seats, bricklayers and stonemasons, and industrial, mechanical and production engineers see the increase in the number of seats this year. Next is the occupations that have seen the decrease in the number of seats, and accountant tops the list with 2,746 seats last year, and this year they have only got 1,000 seats. And similarly you can see the same pattern in the IT sectors. And at Bajwa Immigration Consultants, we have been always advising our clients to be very careful who are doing accounting degrees or who are doing IT or engineering degrees. And this is what you can see in this pattern here, that all the seats in these fields have been decreased. Not a good news for accountants. When we talk about the number of seats they have allocated in the occupation ceiling list, let's look at the figures of last year first. The total number of seats allocated in 2019 and 2020 under skilled independent category, which is actually subclass 189 visa, was 18,652. Last year, the government has allocated this quota to subclass 189. But what actually happened? So this is from Department of Immigration website itself. You can go and check that the invitation issued during last program year was how much? The total was only 7,720, which means that subclass 189 in reality only got 7,720 seats. Not even half of the quota that was actually allocated. So whatever they say in the number of seats being allocated to these occupations, so look at this number here. That was last year's number for registered nurses, 17,509. So where is this number gone, where the total number of allocated seats is just 700 something, where the rest of the seats have gone? Same for the teachers, same for the university lecturers. The number that has been even allocated this year wouldn't make sense at the end of the next year, because this is what has happened this year. This is the Department of Home Affairs website, and where this current occupation ceilings list has been listed. So you can see again, as I was discussing, construction managers have been given 7,145 seats. And list keeps on going. The figures look very good and make the immigrants very happy, and the people who are not aware of how the system is working, university lecturers and tutors, 5,048. Look, people sitting in India who have been doing tutoring, the agents will be telling them, look, there's a big quota for tutors and university lecturers, you should be able to get permanent residency in Australia, but they don't show them the reality. What I showed you, that what happened last year when there was more than 18,000 seats that were kept aside for subclass 189, but less than half invitations were issued under that subclass. So the numbers here are very, very good, but the government does not stick to these numbers, and at the end of the year the immigrants are still struggling to get the invitations in their nominated occupation. Let us look at the invitations round that happened just recently. This is the invitations issued during this program year, so which is 2020 to 2021. So in July, they only have issued 500 invitations under subclass 189 and only 100 invitations for family sponsored visas. So what is 491 family sponsored? It's where your brother, sister, your uncle and auntie are already PR in the country, and then you get their points to get subclass 491. So only 100 seats were allocated to this subclass. So you can imagine how many people will get PR or the visa 491 if there is only 100 seats coming per month or 500 seats coming in subclass 189. So as I said, the reality is completely different to what the occupation ceilings list. And under here you can read clearly, the above figures do not include invitations issued for state and territory government nominated visa subclasses. So this is the other two subclasses, subclass 491 and subclass 190 visas, or these invitations do not include the invitations issued in those categories. So in the end, we want to advise you, as you have yourself seen the reality, occupation ceiling list is just a show off. You can clearly see the accountant seats have been reduced, there's lesser seats in IT field, there is lesser seats in chefs and some other popular occupations. It does not mean that you will not get PR in these fields. There is still subclass 491, subclass 190. Yes, it has become harder for accountants, for IT people and for engineering people to find a visa pathway for them. And the reason you can see in one of our previous videos, reason is that there is many of the accountants, there's many of the IT people, many of the engineers already in Australia. So that's why it is now difficult for them to get PR in the country. The students have already started these studies and some of them have completed half of their studies or have paid the fee of the whole course. They must not go on the pathway of changing their course straight away. They must go for a professional advice. They should sit with the migration agent, because changing a course is not just about education. It's about your PR pathway, your whole future depends upon when you change your course and how you change your course. So it's not a small thing. We come across students who come to us who have changed their course without putting a thought into it, and then later on when they come to us for advice, sometimes we find ourselves helpless because they have taken a step which cannot be reversed. So our advice is to these students that please do not change your course without research or without knowledge. If you are unsure, it is always better to go to some professional person and ask them what you should be doing in your current situation. If you seek our advice, if you want to come to Bajwa Immigration Consultants, we are happy to help you. We have our main office in Melbourne. We have our offices in Adelaide, Brisbane, Tasmania, Sydney. We have our office in India as well. And you can see our contact details here. If you wish to contact us, please call us or send us a WhatsApp message. You can actually also send your email to this email. After making an appointment, we'll sit with you and we will plan the future pathway for you. I hope today's video has assisted you, and if you require further assistance, please contact us. Thank you.